Good morning, Pulsicans. Another green day is upon us. Today, I thought we were going to dump and go to some Goblin Town, and no, we are seeing some pretty steady green. And I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I'm going to show you guys why I'm very bullish on today. Is because remember, guys, yesterday when I was showing the secret chart, can you guys hear me okay? My mic's been cutting out as always. But you remember yesterday when I was showing you guys a secret chart, how it was starting to look like we were reversing against Ethereum. Even on the line chart, you saw like come up, bottom for a long while, coming up, and then here, I'll go ahead and just bring it up. And it's making me really excited because it looks like it's not going to go back and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. It does not look like we are going to go back down. It looks like we're going to have a continuation. You can see here, bottom came up real nice. And then yesterday, this was going down. And so I thought for sure we'd come back down and retest some of these lower levels. But now it's rounding out. And I could see this maybe even, kind of hovering in this area, against Ethereum, and then maybe even starting to push back up. And I mean, guys, it's not like it were massively green, but like on the 24-hour, you can see here, Hex is up 10%, EHEX is up 5%, Solid X is up a little bit, Inc is up 2.5%, PulseX 3%, and Pulse 2.5%. I mean, everything's catching a bit of a small bid, right? But this chart, man, has got me really excited because literally yesterday, guys, that line was pointing down. And look, I'm a simpleton, especially when it comes to the TA stuff. Like, this is what I need to base my, my decisions. And this is on the weekly, guys. Like, this is zoomed out, taking a step back. Yesterday is showing us one story. Today is kind of showing us another story. And that doesn't mean that it can't go down tomorrow. I get it. But guys, I really like it. I'm optimistically cautious because, we're all in a little bit of disbelief on what we're seeing on the charts. But man, this is a beautiful picture. I don't know how much more beautiful it can get than that, guys. I don't know how much more confirmation you need. If you guys, we talked about this yesterday, and shout out to Super Hex Win for reposting this. If you guys got friends or family sitting on the sidelines and you're just like, man, you talk to these guys and they were very hesitant. They were on the fence, but they were hesitant because Richard Hart's got this SEC thing going on. You got massive red candles, and it's just not a lot of optimism, I guess, say the least, on Twitter. These last like 7-8 months. But man, if you guys have ever needed the proof to point to, you got it now. Like, you could point to the green candles, you can point to the pulse versus the ETH chart, you can point to a lot of this solid TA that is forming now, the structure that's going. It doesn't mean we don't get a pullback, doesn't mean we don't have dips, I get it, but like, at least now you can point, like, look, man, it has life, we are alive, it's got a pulse. Play on words there, right? It's got a pulse. It's got this massive community. And guys, I would say right now you are doing yourself or doing your friend a big, service, a big, just like, this is the time to onboard them. It's not when we do a 10X. You're doing them in a disservice. That was the word that kept coming in my head because that's what it is when you're onboarding people at the top of a cycle. You're being disingenuous or being, that's greed, right? When you're onboarding them at the top to buy your bags, right? Right now, man, get them in. This is it. I don't know what else you need. Like, the proof is there now. You can at least point to some green candles. We talked about this yesterday. I get it. I'm kind of like rinsing and repeating here, but man, we have another green day. It's like upon us. It doesn't mean it can't end the red day. I get it. And this is October 1st. Like we finished September. It wasn't Rectember at all. Like everyone thought. The crowd was wrong. Again, shocking, right? I mean, what's October going to be? I don't know. Maybe the crowd is wrong about this one too. Maybe it's Rectober. But like, I just, guys, you know, if you follow the cycles, I don't think so. But I've been wrong before. I'm just a dude in the internet. And that's let me talk about that. This is never financial advice. You can go buy whatever assets you want. You know, the only thing I would maybe advise on is like real estate's cool. You know, I don't think I can get too much trouble for telling people to go buy real estate, but I can get in trouble for telling people to go buy crypto. But you know, I talk about what I do with my portfolio, right? What I speculate with my money. You know, and this is where I'm at, man. This is the DeFi Crypto Alliance show where we're bridging the gap between the cryptocurrency space, which we feel like is the opportunity of a lifetime for wealth creation, to break the chains of mediocrity, right? To change that family lineage forever on. You to be the one to do it because you're here. There's a reason why you're here in this asset class now. There's a reason why you have stuck around for so long, have the mindset, the fortitude, the diamond hands, whatever you want to call it. There's a reason why you're here, and it's bigger than you, even though you're like, oh, I want a Lamborghini. Like, I get it, right? But it's bigger than you, I promise you. And then we're going to use real estate and other real world assets as a wealth preservation tool to lock those gains in for generations to come. And go back and forth, right? Like, hopefully we get another 4-year cycle. I think we will. There's always like that, oh, this time is different. The cycle's broken. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I ever believe that. The global liquidity index is what controls everything. It's not really the Bitcoin halving, you know? Yeah. So I think we will get more 4-year cycles. So you can go back and forth, right? And play these two tools off of each other and, man, just change the trajectory. That's the key of your family tree. It's absolutely freaking massive. So I wanted to kind of touch on one thing today, guys, because you know, being that we're investors is not easy. It never is. And I like to tie in sometimes the entrepreneur mindset. Let me see if I can pull this up because I have it on a different browser. I'm about to pull up the whole screen, it looks like. And right here, guys. So once again, I want to take another lesson out of the book, Outwitting the Devil. Right here, number 4. This is massive, and I think it applies huge into crypto. Failure is man-made circumstance. It is never real until accepted by man as permanent. So we all have what we call failures. You might think they called failures. I call them, you know, learning lessons in our life. It's up to us to either make that a failure or make that a win by creating a learning lesson out of it. And that's what this whole crypto journey has been for me, is when one entire learning lesson after another. And instead of me walking away from crypto and calling it a failure and say this is a scam and cheating my bags and then fudding everybody and being toxic on Twitter and MFing people on Twitter and being absolutely childish, or going and like hating on other influencers or whatever your stick is, like, because you can't handle failure, right? It's not failure. To you, it is. To me, I take a step back. I look at what I did wrong. Maybe my timing was wrong because I didn't do a good enough analysis of the cycle. That's huge. Market cycles are king, right? I, over invested at the wrong time. There's a saying that markets will stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. Oh boy, is that saying ever, man? I've never heard a truer saying in crypto than that one, because I've I've felt that multiple times along my journey, which, you know, has been a learning lesson, a stream learning lesson, that I need to have a lot more patience in the game. That's fine. I'm a human being, right? But I need to understand that, and I need to learn from that. It's not a failure. It's a win because I'm learning from it and I'm understanding this, and I'm not going to accept it as permanent. So you can see how powerful this concept applies to not only everything in life, you know, everything we do, whether it be entrepreneurship, building businesses, you know, investing in real estate, you know, our relationships with our loved ones, and you know, our health, and obviously, you know, investing in cryptocurrency. This stuff is very powerful, and it's all about mindset. And if you approach this stuff with the right mindset, align yourself with the right community, which this is why I love this community. Most of you guys are fucking awesome. Most of you guys, like all you guys who watch my show are awesome, because I only attract like type people, and a lot of the toxic FUD F you guys from Twitter are not over here watching my show. It's just how it goes. You attract the type of person that who is your tribe, right? Which is why I was attracted to Richard Hart, is because he's an entrepreneur. He's just got the mindset that I appreciate, know, and love. And so, yeah, I mean, I think this is a valuable lesson that we could take in today, guys. You know, now that we're kind of getting rewarded, and that's fine. We're getting some rewards here, and we're feeling good about not catching falling knives anymore. Still good time to DCA, in my opinion. Not financial advice against my money. My money. In fact, my wife is doing a little DCA, and she came to me on Friday. She goes, Corey, I want to get some crypto. I'm like, what the heck? You want some crypto? All right. Couldn't you tell me 2 weeks ago? That's fine. We're still closer to the bottom than we are to the top. Still, we have a lot more to go in this altcoin season coming up. But guys, you know, think about this stuff. You know, what was a lot of the lessons that you learned during this crypto bear market, especially this cycle, this part of the cycle we went through the last 2 years or so? And really give it an analysis, right? And think about it. That way you don't make some of those mistakes again, or go through those lessons again. And that way you can, you know, stick around in this asset class for multiple cycles. And so this is how you do it. You're not going to, if you don't understand the lessons and the lesson that they'll learn from the mistakes you made during the cycle, then you won't last multiple cycles. That's how you get washed out and you get flooded out and you jeet your bags and everything else. So I just thought I'd bring in a little bit of mindset stuff today. Let me turn off the stop share. There we go. There we go. Perfect. So take a step back, guys. Analyze, you know, the last couple years, some of the lessons that we've learned through our crypto journey, and how we can apply that into the future. That's how you make it a win. That's how you make it a win, and that's how you make it where they're not failures. They don't get locked in. So cool, guys. Let's go to the chat and see what's going on with you. We got D Nice is number one today. What is up, bro? Man, how we doing today, man? Hope everything's good with you. We got Red Squirrel, man. Number two, bro. What happened? D Nice beat you to the punch. Maybe because I didn't make the stream quick enough today. I was a little late on making the stream. But hey, I'm here. We did it. Hey, everyone, what's going on, Ruth? Man, come on. Don't get blurry. I need to get a better camera, guys. That's what I got to do. That's my neck. There we go. Guys, by the way, again, this is PulseLiquidStore.com. Gave me this. This is awesome. CoreyGeary.Pulsa. That is actually, I own that domain. It was one of the first ones I bought. I don't have a stage name like most people, right? So like I just use my normal name. But yeah, that's really cool that those guys have excellent merch, man. I own a lot of T-shirts from those guys, coffee mugs. If you're looking to go and buy some merch, support them, because they support Pulse Chain, right? They're helping us build on this chain by providing us merch, so we can go out and chill in the real world. Right? When I wear this, I was talking about this yesterday. Let me see if my daughter did steal it. She probably stole it. That chain I showed you, here it is. When I wear this to the real estate events, it sparks up a lot of conversation, right? A lot of conversation. So, yeah, these, and Impulsican Store sells these now. I think they're like $80, $100. They're cheap. They're cheap. And a lot of people think like they go up and, oh, is that diamond? It's like, no, it's not diamond, but hey, wish it was. Wish it was. DPC, yeah, Rockets, man. We're gonna have dips, but I think the falling knife is over. I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times. Yes. Spank the like. What up, Crypto 7, my man? Hope you're doing good out there with 7G, the race horsing community, and everything you're doing over there to onboard those guys. That's big money out there too, guys. Like the real estate community is big money. Those horses, man, that shit ain't cheap, dude. That's an expensive hobby. Oh my God. It's an expensive hobby. A lot of money over there. Cool stuff. Spank the like, hit the subscribe, guys. If you are not subscribed, it helps the algorithm. Even if you don't watch the show every day, I get it. Like you're busy, but just go in there and do it. I'll go and subscribe to a lot of people's shows just to help them out and push that algorithm up, especially if I like their show. So we got 39 of you guys on the YouTube today. We got 44 on Twitter. Guys, if you're on Twitter, come over and smash that bell and hit the like, subscribes, all that stuff, because it's going to help. And you can go back to Twitter and watch it on there. That's fine. I just we want to keep bringing the good word of wealth creation along with wealth preservation to you guys. I mean, we're even bringing that trust that we got hooked up with, where you guys don't even have to pay any taxes in between going from crypto to real estate to crypto. We'll have Chris on. I think it's Chris. We'll have him on the show again here in the next week or two. I want to have him on like once a month. Just kind of keep seeding the community, keep it in your head. That way when we're starting to pump, ideally you want to have this thing set up before you're taking profits, like way before. But hey, I'm not about paying 3-letter agencies. My man, Red Squirrel, going to see you in Hong Kong next year. It's going to be fun. Hex Evolve, Lazy Boy. What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Bright Light Crypto, bro. My man, I'm still holding your bag that you airdropped me. It's just sitting there. Hopefully it does something amazing. Breaking all-time highs, man. It will happen on all this stuff. Some of the meme coins will do it quicker than the blue chips, obviously. But like PTGC, I think PTGC is I don't know. I think it's an all-time new high. I haven't looked at the chart since I sold my bag. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. But yeah, I think all this stuff is going to be amazing, man. I'm super excited to be here and blessed, truly blessed to be here. What up, Al Merlos? Thanks for pumping, man. We try our best. My wife's pumping your bags a little bit right now with her DCA. She's like, I want to put 10 grand in. I'm like, honey, you know how much I have in this? Like, we're good. Like, you don't need to put 10 grand in there. They're just like, but I want my money in there. I'm like, but my money is kind of your money. Like, we're good. Like, all right, I'll put your 10 grand in. God. That was tough, guys, trying to figure out what I want to buy. Like, I've got I'm writing the stuff down, trying to figure out like what I want to go into. And, I'm trying to give her a mix of some blue chip, obviously, and a little bit of not meme coin, like the crazy meme coin exposure. I bought her some Solid X, though. I'll tell you that. I got her that when it was like $17. So we'll see. Briz, what's up, man? Good morning, everyone. I'm glad to be on this journey with all of you, man. It is an amazing journey, bro. And hopefully we could meet in person one day. That would be awesome. Dude, big shout out to you, man. From my understanding that you were one of the people or persons or megaphones, one of these things, you got up in Rand's face and freaking was screaming at him. And he went back on and said, hey, Hex guys, sorry, I didn't mean to hide the bubble, but the bubble was taking up the whole screen. Thanks, bro. Appreciate the megaphone in his face to him, like open that up a little bit. Yeah, man, it was good. It was good. I was talking about it yesterday. You know, it's like I don't think he's necessarily a bad guy. It's a business, man. He's got a business that he runs, and he's a VC, you know, and he's just got no interest over in our chain. I think he cheated his bags. I know he participated in the Sense Foundation sacrifice, but I think he's sold. So I don't think he's got any more interest. He's not going to show stuff that doesn't pump his bags. I don't know. It is disingenuous to the whole crypto community. I get it. It sucks, but it's just how the game is played. I don't hate the player, hate the game. And that saying goes, I always forget, but it's true. It's just playing the game, man. Please get us a 60 cent. Bro. You MFers are coming out to Puerto Rico to hang out if we get the 60 cent hex. And it can happen, man. I was talking about this with Dane the other day. For hex to become a multiple cycle, legitimate blue chip asset, which I think it's going to, it needs to make an all-time new high this cycle. It doesn't mean that E-Hex does, and it doesn't mean P-Hex does. It could be a combination of both, or it could be just P-Hex, right? But it needs to make an all-time new high to basically lock in that blue chip, I am here forever type asset. And I think it will. And I think Richard knows that. And I think other big players know that who like our stuff. There's a lot of them, guys. I mean, I've seen a lot of them just recently. This is telling me some things that I'm like, holy crap, you guys better hold on to your shorts. But to lock in that, multiple cycles, I'm the next blue chip on the block, I'm here to stay, an all-time new high is in order this cycle. And man, I just can't, it's hard to fathom the gains because then if Hex does that, I don't even need Pulse to freaking go overly crazy or Pulse X or Ink or any of these other ones, and they will still they'll do amazing things. And I just can't even imagine what my portfolio will be. It'd be so awesome. It's gonna be cool. You guys are coming down to Puerto Rico. We're gonna hang out. I'm gonna freaking get a yacht, man. I'm not buying a yacht. I'll rent one. I'm gonna buy one. I'd rather lock that wealth in with real estate or something else and hand that down to my generations to come. But we'll rent a yacht and we'll go out and party, man. Have a lot of fun. Who's still DCAing? My wife. It's good though. It's good. I'm actually helping her out. I feel a little bad. I'm and so for example, I wasn't able to get the amount of SolidX tokens that I wanted. So I gave her an extra 30 coins out of my stash into her portfolio. I'm doing that with everything. Ink, I'll put 3K in it. It got me 1,000 coins. I'm giving her 500 coins, right? I'm beefing, with her 10K. I'll take the hit. What are you going to do? I'm going to make her feel good, right? Come on. I got a camera. Afternoon from Dublin. Hex since 2020, man. You're on Dublin, dude. That is freaking awesome. And that's awesome. You've been in Hex since 2020. Do you know Stu Man out there? I know he's out there somewhere in Ireland or something. I like Stu Man. A good dude with Tetra. NDP or ADP. Hey, Corey, and all of your amazing people. Yeah, man, this group of guys and gals here that you're seeing in this chat, these are the ones that are becoming millionaires here, before they become millionaires here. Some of them might be millionaires here already, but they got these all in sync, unlike all the toxic Jeets and MFers on Twitter. Bright light, it's melt up season, I hope. Dude, it is, man. It is. But it'll come with its corrections. It's funny, even in our community, someone had said, oh, Hex is correcting. People love selling Hex. I'm like, bro, it just did a 4X. What? I'm let it breathe for a minute. Let the Jeters jeet, right? There's gonna be people who take profits. This shit just don't go up straight up to the moon, man. It's going to go to the moon, but we need to have the pullbacks. It's healthy. You got to let these guys out. And then the other guys come and buy in, like my wife, right? It's great. It's great. 5-minute chart. What up, man? I'm still bearish for the next couple weeks. I like it, man. I'm all about it. I have not deployed all my wife's money because of you. Otherwise, I probably would have. I'm going to hold some on the side. I still got stables too on the side for my own self. If we do see some negative news or Bitcoin smashing down, that would do it, right? I know Pip Sniper was another one to say that Bitcoin could see some more downward pressure before going to the moon. We'll see. But either way, man, I like to look at both sides. It's like, okay, am I mentally prepared now and financially to buy the dip, right? If we go down. Yes, I am. Am I mentally and financially prepared, meaning I'm good with my bags. I don't have to DCA anymore. If we go up, I am. I'm good both ways because I know where we're going. Ow. I'm waiting for a juicy dip. Can we please go back to 0.0? Ooh, that is low. Maybe. It's actually not that low. We're at like 0.015 or, yeah, I think that could happen. It could. I mean, that could happen. Yeah. If 5-minute chart is correct with, and he had elaborated more on this yesterday with Bitcoin and just kind of the strike that's going on or about to go on. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, I think we can go back to that. Get to naughty step now. Get to the naughty step now. Yeah, I mean, I wish, right? Let's get the blood over with, but it's not how it works. Yeah, I agree, Al. I agree. What up, Sal, the crypto foo? What's up, bro, man? Love Sal. He's also a builder. We love builders around here. We like guys who make this chain, grown up. It's really what they're doing. Like we are a valid chain because of the builders. It's you guys that drug us through the freaking bear market. God, nasty bear market. So appreciate you. Wife, the boss. Yeah, man. Like, what? Why now? Actually, there could have been worse times. Like if she would have came to me like, when the stuff was, back in March. Because who knows? I was feeling it for it then. Who knows if I'd have put it in there? And so it's actually, it's not a bad time. I still think it's a good time, especially if 5-minute chart's correct and we do see a little more downward pressure. And it can happen, guys. Prepare for both scenarios. Hex to $1 million before 2030. You mean if you have 1 million hex, you're going to make $1 million? That's very, very, very possible. Or hex to $1 million each. Woo, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. But I'm here for it. Yeah, man. Briz in the house. We love Briz. He was on point in the last few days. That's for sure. He's talking to Briz. I need 50 cent hex so I can stop this suffering. Man, I'm telling you, all right, that's not the outlook you should have. Because since 50 cents hex, it's been 2 or 3 years. You've had so much time to DCA down in these lows and recalibrate that cost basis down, right? Where you shouldn't need 50 cent hex to be in profit or to be good on the portfolio. I mean, I started buying hex the first time at 33 cents. I'm at like around penny cost basis, man, because I put so much in at the low. I put 6 figures at the high too. Like, don't get me wrong, I got wrecked, but I brought that cost basis so far down, with all this stuff that I don't need much to be in profit from here. I don't need much. I'm not in profit yet. I'm not, but I don't need much higher. We're almost there. So, like, literally, man, you still have a lot of, plenty. It's not financial advice, man. Simon, I don't know you. It's not financial advice. It's just what I would do with my money and how I believe to play the game. But like, even buying hex today at 1.5 cents, I mean, shit, dude, that's like a 30x, 25, 30x away. from that number. It's a lot of gains. A lot of gains to reset that cost basis. Yeah. He does, man. He does. And I try to go to his show. He goes live really early sometimes, my time. But then I try to catch it when I'm in the gym. I hit the gym first thing in the morning, so it's a good time for me to put the earplugs in and catch up on crypto shows. I also listen to health stuff when I'm at the gym, a lot of peptide stuff. It's my passion right now. I'm hitting it really hard, and I am loving it. It's I've never felt so healthy and so young in my entire life. I've actually got a six-pack coming. Guys, I didn't have a six-pack when I was a teenager. I've never had a six-pack ever in my life. Like, it's insane. I'm 47. I'm hitting the health really hard this year. Sai Ayung, I'm probably butchering that. Good morning. How are we doing? Let's hang out. That's what we're doing, man. We're here talking the good word of crypto as a wealth creation tool, talking the good word of real estate as a wealth preservation tool, and everything we can do in between that, including health. Guys, this was talking about this yesterday. Look, I know it's boring sometimes, but man, you need two things. Okay, let me talk about this. I love this concept because I was thinking about it yesterday. Like, for me, when I die, and this is just what I believe in, right? This is not spiritual advice. This is not physical advice. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a priest. But I believe when we die, we take two things with us, and that's it. There's two things with us: our experiences and our memories is what I believe we do take with us wherever we go in the afterlife. We don't take our money. We don't take our Lamborghinis. We don't take our houses. We don't take our gold chains. We don't take any of that stuff. And we can leave that stuff behind for our family. That's great. That's a great way to live life. But if you believe that you take memories and experiences with you, then what are the two things we need to make sure we create as many memories and experiences with our loved ones and friends, like you guys, right? How do we make sure that we take as much of that as possible with us on to the afterlife? Well, there's two ways. Health, because you have to be in pristine condition all the way to the time you pass so you can keep creating those memories and experiences, right? I want to be all the way to 150 years old, guys. You guys think I'm joking? I'm going to live to 150 and I'm going to live in great pristine condition. I'm going to live healthy. I'm going to be in good shape, right? I'm going to create those memories over and over and over, new experiences with my family members, my loved ones, all the time I die. So you need your health. That's one. You're in a wheelchair and you're in a hospital bed, you're not creating no memories or experiences. It sucks, right? Without health, you don't have anything. In fact, an unhealthy guy has only one wish, where a healthy guy has thousands of wishes, right? I'm butchering the saying, but you guys know what I'm talking about there. Like, if you're unhealthy and you're on your deathbed or things are chronic with you, you only have one wish, and that is to get healthy again. You don't even care about money anymore. You don't care about anything. Keep that in mind. But two, the second thing we need is wealth, right? We do need wealth, which is why we're here today on this freaking journey that we're on. And we need those two things, man, for the end game, for really the end game. That's my opinion. Hi, all. Pumptober is here. I hope so, Fats. I mean, by the way, congrats on Pulse Bitcoin and ASIC also pumping. I see those doing some good numbers. The liquidity getting beefed up. That's awesome. I really hope to see that ecosystem come back to life. That'd be awesome for you guys. Chris, what about when the SEC declares Hex a blue chip tool? Bullshit, right? Hey, that all plays in part of the greater scheme of things, right? Is when the SEC gets clarity. I agree 100%. I don't think they got shit on us. Ain't got shit. Never been to Puerto Rico. Come out, man. Be awesome, dude. Come out 2025. Be a good time. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful country. It's part of the United States. It's not a state, but it's part of the United States. It's the United States territory, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And if you like the outdoors, hiking, scuba diving, surfing, going to the ocean, just stuff like that, rainforest. It's great, man. It's great. We try to go out, like, when I'm on the island, we try to make a touch the grass type of journey to the isle, out in the island, at least once a week. It's hard when I'm traveling. Like next week, I'll be out of here, guys, for 7 or 9 days. So obviously no stream then all week next week. Me and Dana traveling. We'll be in Texas and then Cancun. That'd be fun. It'd be a good time. What up, Manny Allen? Another guy who gives a lot to the community. Who's an absolute asset. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you. And the conferences that you throw and everything you do, man, it is extreme value. Much love. Hex Therapy Live, always good to see you. Absolutely, man. I love, I like the game theory. That's one of my favorite shows to tune into. That's just kind of a going through thought processes of the Richard Hart ecosystem and all the different outcomes, and just kind of stewing on how, like, being creative with it, like what could happen, it's just fun, a lot of fun. Open mic on Friday. Yep, I'm having it this week. I'll be here all week in the hopper. Next week, no, but this week, yes. Come attend, come one, come all. Just make sure when you come on, I prefer. Well, I need you to open your camera before you come on to the show so that you don't come on and do something crazy. Let everyone know this, no like firearms or nudity or anything crazy like that. Otherwise, YouTube's going to shut me down. And we just come on and talk about everything life, man. Everything life, entrepreneurship, crypto, real estate. Usually it always tends to go back to the crypto conversation, which we always love because that's just what this show's about. But, sometimes we venture off into other realms. What up, Hex Monkey? Good morning, peeps. Number go up. Yes, sir. I believe so. Number will go up, especially if Briz is right. He said the blood moon. Once again, guys, he said the blood moon was the bottom. Could be something to that. I don't know. What percentage of not very many? Not very many at all, man. We got a lot of people we can still onboard and bring into this ecosystem. I agree 100%. Let's go. Get out there. Right now is the time, man. It's so easy, guys. This is so effing easy right now. You had some green candles. You have life. You have the pulse that you've been wanting to point to so you can onboard Uncle Joe or whoever it is that's been on the fence. Maybe he's in stocks. He's like, your crypto thing's been going down for 2 years. All red can. Well, look, Uncle Joe, man, look at these green candles. And this is off nothing. You wait and see. Get in now. This is the time, guys. What I use for the real estate guys is we beat the drum of passive income. Liquidity providing, staking, whether it be hex staking or like a Fame type staking, but mining, I'm running a lot of node validators. And so like the passive income is a language that real estate investors speak. So we speak to that right out of the gate. And then we start talking about the gains and the, what the potential of crypto is. We start bringing that in later in the conversation. So know the language you're speaking to. I'm sure Crypto 7 has a language that he speaks with his horse guys that we don't understand, but that's his community. That's his guys. You just got to know how to talk to whatever communities you're part of. So I wish I bought earlier. Folks today who wouldn't buy Hex out, third of this price. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. It's still a good price, dude. It's still a good price, man. I mean, it's just a 4X off the bottom. And yeah, maybe you're not getting like even if it's, we'll say it's 100X for the bottom. We could do more now. 100X is like $3 for $3 and I don't know, 30 cents, something crazy like that. You're still getting a 25X. I mean, I want you to show me in the real world where you can get a 25X over the next 6 months. Has to be in crypto. It's no other place. There's no other place. It's not businesses. It's not stocks. It's not real estate. It's definitely not real estate. Dude, it's still a good time to buy. And then, I mean, that's assuming if we just go to the all-time, like, or go to $1, right? What if we go past $1? I mean, I don't know. Now we're going to moon math here, and you never know. It's like that old saying, man, crypto can go lower than you ever possibly could imagine, and it can go higher than you can ever possibly imagine. I don't know, man. We can imagine $1. I can imagine that. So does it go higher? I don't know. I didn't think it was going to go down to decimal 2035. I didn't imagine that. I don't know. We'll see. Still good price, in my opinion. Conspiracy crypto, what's up? How are we doing? How are we doing? Who is looking forward to quitting their job? Man, I quit my job 12 years ago, man. I mean, I created my own job, of course, entrepreneur. I've had multiple businesses, those last 12 years. But yeah, I'm my own boss. I love it. It's been the most beautiful thing I've ever did in my whole entire life. And I've learned so much about life, about myself, being my own boss. But cryptocurrency, definitely, Hex Evolve can be the catalyst that gets you to quit your job. Just make sure that you take that money and do something very responsible with it. Whether it's investing in real estate, which is great, or create a business is great too. Do something beyond that. Just don't hang out on the beach and get drunk off martinis all day long, buy Lamborghinis. You'll be broke in a few years. Chris, Hex to $1 million. Man, oh boy, I'm hoping I'm alive for that one. Nah, man, I'm not gonna take my shirt off on it. Maybe one of these days, dude. Maybe one of these days. We'll see. I'm kind of gay. Yeah, I need a lot of chicks on here, man. Like Raven and me to do that. And I'm not I'm still working on this part. Like I'm getting all this part more beefed up. I mean, the abs is kind of showing because I was able to lose that stomach fast. Once you lose that gut, then you're exposing those muscles, and it's about working those muscles up to get them really, have a lot of definition. But if you lose that belly fat, that gut, that's the hardest thing for me to lose. It's that then exposes your abs, right? It's the easiest way. I feel like this bear market did a number on my health. Yeah, me too, man. It was brutal. Now it's time to get healthy. 100%, man. Without health, you don't have wealth. It's true. But we take the memories and experience of owning that Lambo, and it feels good. And of doing coke, man. I've had my days of it. I've had my days of it, dude. I've owned sports cars. My first year where I made like 3.5 million, I went out and bought, brand new Corvette. And yeah. And I've done the whole coke and alcohol thing, man. I was big, man. I was hardcore, dude. Almost killed myself. I was an alcoholic, guys, for 30 years. 30 years as an alcoholic, and I was probably a cokehead for about 20 of those 30 years. So no more for me, man. No, sir. Been sober for over 5 years, and best decision of my life. Man, I'm ready for the ride, bro. Let's go. Freedom Crypto. Come on, man. Let's go. Anyone staking Hedron? Yeah, man, I got some Hedron staked over there from back in the day. When Alex comes out with the V2 protocol, that's when you can expect moon time and those rewards to start really piling up again, coming in again. You need the auctions to get really stimulated and get out, The auctions were awesome, guys. Like back in the day, I was buying sub-penny Hex when Hex was like, 3 cents, 4 cents. Like I was getting it at a fraction of a penny, which we ended up dropping to a fraction of a penny, and I could just bought it off the market. But like I got those stakes that are like, I think they're 20% served now or something. Like so there's value in that. Right, there's value that those stakes have been served. I got the T-shirts were 19,000 Hex a T-shirt back then. Like, there's value in that, and so yeah, I think I did good with the auctions. If you guys see the auctions, or if you see Alex coming out with a V2 of Icosa and Hedron, I would not be sleeping on that. because maybe you could go in there and buy like fraction of a penny, like fraction, who knows, hex again. I don't know. Like it was the deal of the century at the time, right? And even still today, because like I can't get that 5555 back. Like I can't create that today. It was amazing. Great opportunity. At 50 cent hex, $1,000 would get you 2,000 hex now. Yeah, exactly. And even at this pump, $1,000 gets you, yeah, exactly. Oh, that's it, man. 68,000 P hex or 300,000 E hex. Don't sleep on this life. That is the power of reestablishing that cost basis, right? Smashing down the cost basis so that way you could get in the profit a lot quicker, right? Unfortunately, guys, if you want the mad effing gains, you have to buy near the bottom. It don't have to be the perfect bottom, but you got to buy near the bottom if you want the sick, stupid gains. It's the only way you can do it. And that unfortunately means you have to come up with new liquidity to come into the market as the falling knife is taking place. And the good news is, guys, it looks like the falling knife is over. So you have confirmation. I'm not promising you anything. I'm just a dude on the internet. I could be wrong, right? Who knows? Maybe we go to zero tomorrow. But for me, my money, we have confirmation. You're not catching the falling knife no more, and you're still getting these stupid prices. Can't say it either way. Hex, Icos, and Hedron. Yeah, I love them all, dude. I love all those. Although Hedron, I hope he fixes the inflation problem somehow. I feel like the inflation was a big problem. He gave too many of the HexOGs, too much. The 10x multiplier should have only been given to new HSI stakers. Good morning, Hex647. What is up? Talking to Sal of Crypto Foo. 10 Top. What up, man? Uncle Joe is a silver stacker. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. There's no getting through to those guys. It's like a cult. I saw one guy that ticks his silver for good luck. Yeah. I mean, you got to find the one that's like, maybe he plays a stock market. Maybe he's looked at crypto and even talked to you about it. But like, it was hard for you to onboard him during a bloody ass bear market, right? Green candles makes everyone smarter. That's how Sami always says. So, no, man. Briz, you're not gay either, so no, get the hell out of here. Yeah, okay, cool, man. Just go taunt Rand some more. go bother Rand tomorrow a little bit more. That is great, man. I loved hearing that yesterday. Crypto 7 told me about that. I was like, that is the shit. Briz is the shit. Make sure you come in tonight, Briz, the mastermind group, and let everyone know what you did. The Coin Critic, what's up, man? Good Hearts Law. If a measure becomes a target, it's no longer a good measure. Are you looking at price, market cap, or chart indicators? All can be game. Measure outcomes versus actions. Yeah, man, that's a very high level thinking there. I look at, obviously, for me, what was the absolute bottom? What was the last top? Like, obviously, we don't have a lot of data with some of this stuff, like PulseX, Inc., even though Inc. pumped pretty hard when we launched. So there's some data there. And, you can argue, you can say PHEX has a new price chart, right? I mean, Richard Hart's alluded to that a little bit before. And so you look at these things, look where you're at in the cycle. This is me, right? This is how I do my analysis. I look where I'm at in the cycle, where things are, what's coming up. What are the smarter guys saying who have been right in the past? As far as the cycles are concerned, cycles are king. Never bet against the cycle or you will get wrecked. I learned that the hard way this last 2 years. Learned that extremely the hard way. But yeah, those are all things I look at, and you got to look at like what happens. Like, for example, what happens if Hex doesn't make an all-time new high? You think about that, but most of you guys don't. But you need to think about that. What if it does how in altcoins, a altcoin will hit a 50% retrace on the next cycle, and then it's over. That's usually when it's done. I don't think that's going to happen, but you need to think through that scenario through and what you're going to do. And that if that were to happen, and so you're going to look at all the different outcomes. I even have the outcome in my head, like, what if all this goes to zero and like the world collapsed tomorrow? Like, you know what I mean? I have a lot of liquidity coming in. We have good business, and that's my risk, kind of my risk tolerance there, because I do have money coming in, and it's tough though. I thought 2 to 3 cent hex was the bottom. Anything lower than that, kind of artificial insane bargain. I agree with that, Chris. I agree with that. I mean, the real bottom of hex, in my opinion, before Pulse Chain was 1.7 cents. No diddy. Guys, I've been binging lately a lot on Richard Hart old streams. Highly recommend to all. Easy to forget how far ahead the crowd Richard is. I agree 100%, man. It's what attracted me, of course, to the community. Cannot wait for him to start streaming again. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. I mean, who knows, man? I know it. Is it going down again? I thought I kind of created the bottom. Maybe, I mean, usually it means if they went away, it means the price chart's getting wrecked again. That's all it means. Look at like the tight nets guys. Like price started going up and they got loud as shit. I'm like, oh my god, I see all these stupid green circles again in my Twitter. Here we go again. And then now I haven't seen anything because the price chart's been kind of like rolling over again. I don't know. No, oh man, I can't agree anymore, man. This is so true. This is what keeps me here. You guys, a community. I mean, you guys are freaking awesome, and I do appreciate you guys. You guys make the show. I'm gonna go grab a lunch. It's 1 o'clock today. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got ourselves another green day. It looks like on the price charts. Enjoy it, guys. Like I said, talk to people who have been on the fence about getting in to this space. And that way, at least you attempted to get them in at the lows. And so, like when it's a 20x higher, 50x higher, and then they're knocking on your door or calling you, and you're like, bro, I had told you about this 8 months ago or 6 months ago. Like I talked to you. Don't you remember? Well, yeah, I remember, but like, it was only up a 2 or 3x or whatever their excuse is, which that would be a dumb excuse. Get out there and tell everybody. Tell everybody right now you're doing them an amazing favor, right? You're going to help them change their life if you can convince them. And you will convince them. You are going to convince them. So it's worth going out there and beating the drum. It's worth going out there with the megaphone, screaming as loud as you can how badass this asset class is. The entirety of the cryptocurrency asset class and the Pulse Chain subset asset class inside that asset class. I mean, guys, just go out there and onboard like crazy right now, because right now you can do it responsibly. You don't want to be doing this when we're up at 10x, 20x, 50x. Like that's just, don't bring people in to be your exit liquidity. And I saw that so much, even in our community last cycle, unfortunately. And so let's do it now. I'm traveling, guys, for 8 days next. I think it's 7 to 9 days next week to do just this, right? I've already onboarded my sister. I've onboarded my brother. I've onboarded, anybody I possibly could. My freaking wife. Damn it. My wife's in. Even though like our money's the same, but she wanted to have her own little portfolio. Like get them all in, guys, now. Right? It's okay to wait for a pullback. I understand don't buy green candles. But getting them in during this time period is important versus like November, December, January. Okay? So just really think about that. I want all of us to do this responsibly and bringing the money in at these lows. Woo! When you're bringing millions of dollars after we've done a 50x, like it don't do much to the price chart, but you bring millions of dollars in now, oh boy, it gives us green candles. So you even have a bigger impact on the entire ecosystem at these lows. So you can have the biggest impact on your loved ones, your family, your friends, and the biggest impact on the direct community by onboarding right now versus onboarding. We're up at 10, 20, 50, 100x. Shit. So, guys, I love every single one of you. Have a good one today and enjoy the show. Peace.